Hello there, General Kennedy.
General Kennedy.
Okay, so we're doing the hard stuff today because we might have fixed the MP7. I'm still hesitating about this, but I'm still struggling to actually make a good pattern, and it might be because I'm having troubles using the pattern editor. I feel like there's not many possibilities in terms of editing, the way you would enter and sequence things without playing it live. I'm not used to play live into a machine. I think it is mostly designed for live, but I like to make sure I have a good understanding of what is possible to do with this. Also, I'd like to work on my English accent, right? So maybe I should try and do that as well. So speak a bit less quicker and a bit more efficiently. It's gonna be tough, but I'll try. Right. So, um, let's see what we can do. I've got both tutorials here, like the original one and the one that comes with what changed with 2.0. I'd like to make sure so let me share the screen for a little while, and we're gonna start with this before we dive into the machine. I think it's healthier like this. So, how am I gonna do this? I should share a screen. Let's do. Can I? Media source, no. Screen capture. Okay. And I want a. Why are you doing this to me? App. Acrobat Reader. There we go. Okay. So I want this to be a bit tinier. Working with two screens is a bit annoying, I have to say. So, okay. How am I gonna do that? I should crop this like so. I can't edit this? Why is that? Oh, maybe that's because I'm full screen. Bear with me here. Like that. Could even go as far as do this. Actually not. No. No. Okay, so this one I want, right? I don't know why sometimes it just doesn't move the right frame. That should do it. Why? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do it like this. Like that. That's better. But what is this one? Can I? Can I? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we got the MP7 thingy here, you know? Oh, okay. So if I move it, I'm screwed. That's great. Okay. So let me first see, because we got instant gratification. I don't want this. I want to be inside the hard part of it, right? So sequencer controls. All that we know. Pattern record modes, step records, etc., etc. By the way, I was wondering. So let's go to a different pattern here. I'm gonna go to this. Oh, that might be a bit loud. Let me. So if I go into step record, can I actually? So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna try a bunch of things here. And to do this, I'm gonna go in pattern. I'm gonna go to an empty pattern, like this one. I'd like to have a drum sound. Right. Let me go in step record. Okay, so I did something here. Now I can see the grid here, which is nice. So I can, okay, sorry, I'm on the, let me finish this and we'll go back to the manual. Okay, so sequencer controls, that's fine. Edit section. So yeah, I can edit the song, the pattern. So yeah, let me hide that for a minute. Where is it? This one. Yeah. You should be able to see what I'm doing on the machine. So let's step sequence something. So when I'm in this menu, I can see that when I press something, like let's say a kick, I can just go here and say, okay, I want to fall to the floor first. Let's go back to step record. I mean grid record. I can go here, select a few velocities here to have some kind of regular pattern. Right? Let's go to let's go with this one. And of course I'm gonna go here, here. Let's say we want to work with this, yeah? And what I'd like to know is how I can work with the where is this? How I can work with the what I recorded, you know, to understand what I want to do. So MIDI button, compare button, I don't care about that. Edit section, that's what we did. Trigger mute buttons, that's fine. Assignable and latchable not triggers. Sequencer track select mute buttons. Sequencer grid edit entry keys and preset edit menu jump keys. Didn't know that, by the way. Oh, no, I know that. Okay. Just what is assignable and latchable not triggers? See page 138. First, I'm gonna do this. Right. Select trigger modes by pressing the mode select button so that the trigger LED is illuminated. So I can go to triggers here, right? Now the 16 buttons work like keyboard nodes. Really? Whoops. Does it? Right. Each of the 16 buttons can be assigned to a MIDI node on any MIDI channel with any velocity, and can be set to be latched or momentarily on. Latch node will on until the button is pressed again. Latch nodes will be indicated by the LEDs. Each trigger can also be routed to the internal synth engine, to the MIDI ports, both internal and MIDI, or to the sequencer input. Simply move the cursor from the triggers field and play a note to enter the MIDI key and velocity. What? Use the trigger button key velocity to adjust the volume of beats. Maybe I need to be in record mode. Mode select button, which is this one. So that the trigger's LED is illuminated. So I'm sorry. So this is. So I'm here. Triggers. Doesn't seem to work here, but we'll find out why. Move the cursor from the triggers field. The thing is that, oh, why am I on track 16? So I'm on trigger mode, right? But I guess when they say select triggers mode by pressing the mode select button. Press the controllers button. Its LED will illuminate. The controllers button? Turn the data entry control. So why does it go to audition? So I'll get my mutes. Right? Let's go back to 16 because... So this is the thing I just recorded. But when I go to triggers, doesn't do anything. So let me go back here a little bit. Trigger buttons function. This option selects the function of the front panel triggers button. Okay. So I think that's because we're in the global menu, I guess. Let me see. Keyboard transpose, keyboard channel. But where is it in the controllers menu? Press the controllers button, lighting the LED. The controllers menu screen displays the menu page most recently selected since. Okay. Okay, so I guess it's in global. Oh no, controllers. Here it is. Okay, my bad. Right? And so when I go to triggers, so if I go here in trigger put, okay, so we got play beat parts, select pattern, one or the other. Oh, or play note events. Interesting. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay. So first of all, let's see for this section, because I never actually went into controllers. Keyboard transpose. This option allows you to offset the transposition of the rubber keypads in semitone intervals. This allows you to easily play in different keys with the 1 octave keypad and lets you access different groups of instruments in the drum map. So, offset the transposition of the rubber keypads in some intervals. Let's go back to... Okay, so it allows me to... Okay, so I can transpose the keyboard. Okay, that's fine. Keyboard channel. This option allows you to select which channel is controlled by the keypads, front panel knobs, touch strip. You can select any of the 32 channels or basic. The basic channel is the normal connection, which with basic selected, the keypads and knobs always control the preset showing in the way. I think that's better. Aftertouch curves. That's interesting, but we'll see it later. Local control is used to disconnect the keypad and controllers from the sound generation section. Even though disconnected from the internal synthesizer, the keypad and controls are still transmitted over MIDI. Okay, so that's when I want to sequence other things with this. I mean, play other things. Foot switch, I don't care. Trigger buttons function. Okay. So, play beats parts. So, in this mode, and when the trigger button is selected, the 16 command buttons turn beats parts on and off. Play note events. In this mode, and when the trigger button is selected, the 16 command button works like keyboard notes. Each button can be assigned to any MIDI note or any MIDI channel with any velocity and can be set to be latched or momentarily on. Or I can select patterns with this in this mode, and when the trigger button is selected, pressing one of the trigger buttons in pattern select mode causes the programmed pattern to be armed to play next. Okay, the armed trigger button LED will flash and the pattern blah 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 blah. Okay, so play not events. That's where we at. So now the 16 buttons work like keyboard notes. Each of the 16 buttons. Okay. Latch notes, right? Each trigger can also be routed to the internal synth engine, to the MIDI ports, both internal and MIDI, or to the sequencer input. Simply move the cursor from the triggers. So where is it? So if I go simply move the cursor from the triggers field and play a note to enter the MIDI key and velocity. Oh. No, this is just the grid thing. Let me check. Use the trigger button key velocity to adjust. Yeah, but where can I find that? Oh, there we go. So I can actually change the... Move the cursor from the triggers field and play a note to enter the MIDI key and velocity. Pressing a trigger button anytime while in the screen automatically select the trigger button for programming. See the block diagram showing triggers and... Okay. So if I say this should play... Right. At different velocities, right? Latch on or off, channel, right? And what is sec? Only the sequencer, okay. To set up the trigger buttons to trigger MIDI notes, press the controls button. It lets select the trigger screen, use the left right cursor, select the field shown above, use the select MIDI key. To play the trigger buttons, press the mode buttons. Okay, play the trigger buttons. I don't understand the purpose of doing this. You can select one of 16 patterns. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't understand the... why you would do that. It means that I could be... So it means basically... Yeah, but it's only on this channel, so I don't understand. Get rid of this. Not sure to understand what this does, but okay. So for now, I think I'll go and set Where can I change that, by the way? Okay. It's funny. What? Okay. Triggers. Local control. Foot switch. Trigger buttons function. So play not events. I'm gonna go and make it select patterns. Trigger select patterns. Okay, so I can change that. Programmable knobs. Okay, that's fine. Okay, real-time controller. Okay, so you've got the number of MIDI CCs, foot switch, tempo controller. Okay, I don't really care about that. What I'm interested in... Oh, by the way, why the touch strip doesn't work? That's fine. Preset screen sound navigator, sequencer. There we go. Let me try and... Can I put this a little bit on the side there? I don't know. Okay. So I'm in pattern mode. I'd like to see. So I got a little pattern right here. So length is 1 bar. I could put it to 2 bars and then I'll have probably an empty sequence. Right? So let's go back to 1 bar. Then I have meter. So let me see. If I go 6/4. Okay, so I can actually have a... some kind of triplets. Now let me see if I go back to grid mode. Okay. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I didn't even know that, so that's fine. Pattern. So meter, metronome. Value. I guess it's the value of the metronome. Okay. I'll go with 1/8. That's fine. Temporary bar region. So what is this? Let's see. So first the overview, yeah, with bar patterns and everything. Let me check. We've got... Where is my... Oh, there we go. So yeah, a song. You've got a song track in which you have different patterns that play for different number of bars. Patterns, you've got different tracks playing different MIDI channels assigned to different presets. That's fine. A song can link patterns together and contains blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Song, okay. Events, smallest bits of information that are recorded into a sequencer. That's fine also. Events are the smallest bits, yeah. Tracks are group of events. Okay, that's fine. MP7 presets are completely separate from the sequencer tracks. If you change the sound of a preset, it will sound different for all tracks that use that preset, which is really annoying, by the way. That's one thing I hate right now, is the way when I change anything, I can't easily save everything of the song to a different part. You know, it's pretty annoying. If you want to customize a factory sound, save it to a user location and use a new preset in your sequence. Yeah. Tracks may also contain multiple MIDI channels. Yeah. Patterns. Collections of tracks. Patterns can be up to 32 bars in length. Store the following information in a non-volatile flash memory, which is recalled immediately before the pattern is played. Pattern name and number, track events, initial tempo and meter, master FX setup. Really? Oh. Track to MIDI channel mapping. Track to MIDI channel mapping. Okay. Track mutes, bank program changes, volume and pan settings, mix output setups, art status. Okay. So real-time record, grid editing, that's fine. In this mode, the 16 triggers button become a time grid. A note event is first selected and is then placed at the in-time location by pressing the appropriate grid button. The grid resolution can be changed to allow a whole measure or a fraction of a measure to be displayed. Step edit. In this mode, you can single step through the time location, bars, beat and tricks, and place events anywhere you want. That's the thing I think I need to work on, right? Play button jumps from the current location to the next note value. The play button jumps from the current location to the next note value as determined by the resolution setting. Okay, so let's go here. Let's record something in real time, or actually in step thing. So can I actually change the length? So let's go back to step. If I change the gate of this, I think it doesn't change much. And the resolution, half, whole. What is auto? Yes or no? Step edit. Can I see the step edit mode somewhere? When the pattern has been edited and needs, okay, I don't care. Songs, song record modes, pattern mode, pattern play, restart pattern fire key, real-time recording. Right. Replace record. New real-time record mode that selectively overrides track data upon recording new data over it. Yeah, tap and press the record. Okay, that's fine. Grid recording. Grid recording can be visualized as a series of notes placed along a line. Yeah. To program quarter note, you wouldn't turn on. Okay, that's fine. 8 notes. Set up for 16 notes, 8 note triplets or 16 note triplets. When using 32. Okay, so by the way, let's try and let's erase that track. Let's go to 16, and let's say I'm going in grid note modes. So I'm in 30-second, but I can also go in. Where is my kick? Let's go back to 16s. Oh, I forgot. I need to go to pattern. Go back to the meter. Let's go to 4/4. Okay, let's select this. Now I'm going to go in 8th triplets. How will that work, by the way? That's wicked. Let's go in the volume. I should be able to go in grid mode again and make sure the velocities are maxed out. Just to see how it sounds. Which is nice because now I can go back to let me turn this metronome off. So yeah, that's cool. I always forget about this. Time signature determines how the grid is laid out. The button below is in 3-4 times, so only 12 locations are needed. That's fine. Grid mode can also be used in conjunction with either of the other record modes. You can go into grid mode record and edit the pattern you created in real-time record mode, or you could start with grid mode recording and over it, with real-time or step mode. To examine the pattern in grid mode, place the cursor under the key field and turn the data entry control while the pattern is playing. When you find recording notes, you'll see the bar appears and the grid button lit. What I'm struggling with is the length of the notes when I'm playing melodic stuff. So let's see if they say something about it. Press the pattern to record a pattern using grid recording. So let's go back to this. Why can't I hear anything? Oh. Select an empty sequence to begin recording using data, okay? Set the pattern length to 1 bar. So I'm gonna go in pattern mode button, right? Length 1 is fine. Press the record button. Real-time rate, I don't care. So I'll press 2 times for grid. Right. I can say I want this first. Press the preset view button and select the preset to use for track 1. That's fine. Perk or kit preset might be a good choice, of course, because you don't have any note length. Press the preset view button again after you've made your selection to return to the grid mode. Yeah, so that's if I want to select something. Okay. Select a note using the rubber keypad. Press the transposition buttons to find other sounds. Note that the current key field in the LCD changes as you play the keypad. The current key, yeah, of course. Right. Now turn on a few of the grid buttons. Doesn't matter which for now. Press play. Okay. You'll be hearing some sort of rhythm, but I don't want to play a rhythm. That's the issue. Go ahead and change the grid buttons. Play around until you get something you like. The LCD will now probably look something like that. Yeah. Another rhythm. Without even stopping, play another note. Keep hunting until you find one you like. The last play it, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Change of velocity. That's fine. Pause the sequencer without press the play button. Press the play button again to continue. Press one of the grid buttons. The flashing cursor is now positioned on that's fine. One of the grid buttons. So let's say, okay, I'll go back to this, right? So I should have, okay, I have these. Let's say I want to add some of these, okay? So I'll add a few here and there. press one of the grid buttons. So I just play this. Press one of the grid buttons. Oh. The flashing cursor is now positioned underneath that bar in the display. One of the grid. How do I press one of the grid buttons? Is this one? The flashing cursor is now. Yeah, but yeah, no, it messes with the velocity, so it couldn't be this. That's my alarm clock right here. Sorry. Press one of the grid buttons. What do you mean? One of the grid buttons. Because for me, so I play with the, what was that? This. Press one of the grid buttons. The flashing cursor is now positioned underneath that bar in the display. Yeah, but I don't want to do this. Anyway, that's fine. I can also just go like this, yeah? Now turn the data entry control. The height of the selected bar changes, as does the velocity readout. Yeah, of course. This is one way to change the velocities. You can change the velocity by simply playing the velocity on the keypad, or turn the 16 controllers. That's what I did. Turn some of the grid buttons on and off. Note that key no have the same velocity as the last note you modified. Some of the grid buttons on and off. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. So it means if, like, let's say I want to have this one at this velocity. If I add this one, it'll be at the same one. But if I say this one, yeah, okay, that's cool. I hope you can see. No, you can't see the screen. I'm sorry. What it means is, like, if say here on the 5th step, I put full velocity. If I want to have the 7th step, enter a new step, it'll be full velocity instantly. But if I decided to set another velocity, like more weak, it'll be the same weak velocity the next note I enter, which is nice to know. Okay. Turn some of the grid buttons, not that they know have the same velocity, blah 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 blah. Since velocity is often coupled to volume in the preset, changing the velocities of note can have a dramatic effect on the sequence. Sure. Now press the home enter. The cursor is now underneath the key field. So if I press home, oh, it goes back to the key field, right? Rekey the note. If you didn't hit the right note, the bars will disappear. When you find a recorded note, the bars will reappear. Of course, I know that. Rekey the note playing hard and soft on the keypads. Note that when you select grid buttons, the last played velocity is used. Okay, gate percentage. Okay, so the gate, which is, I can change the velocity here into gates. But I don't understand exactly what it does here. So you can adjust the time that the gate stays on by pressing the controller knob select button. The controller knob select button to toggle between gate and velocity. So that's this, right? Really? Controller's knob select button. Controller's knob select button. I think it's just this one. This one, yeah. Right? To toggle between gate and velocity, turn the 16 control knobs in gate mode to adjust the gate percentage. So now we're gonna go to my track 1. Let's go in grid record mode. I'm gonna place a note here. Go to velocity. Right? Now let's go to the gate. If I put it to, oh no, actually, I'm gonna change the preset to something really like easy to understand what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna go in MP7. Do I have like a bass sound? That's fine. This will do. Okay, so now we have gate at 8%, velocity to max. Let's get rid of this. Can't hear anything. Let's try a bit more gate. What is this? Oh, beat 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay. Bit more gate. Doesn't work. Interesting. Let's go with the velocity and make sure. Yeah, we're 107, 27. Go to C3, right? Let's put on this. Okay. So we got a little stab here. Let's now mess with the gate and try a longer gate. To me, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. It doesn't it doesn't affect the length of the sound. You can adjust the time that the gate stays on by pressing the Control Select button. The gate is analogous to the time that a key is held, depending on the settings of the envelope generators. This can have a dramatic effect on the sound. Okay, so let's try and mess with the amp sustain. Sustain is full. I don't understand. You can adjust the time that the gate stays on. The gate is analogous to the time that the key is held, depending on the setting of the envelope generators. This can have a dramatic effect on the sound. So how can I make this work? Because this is my main issue with the MP7 right now. You know? So first of all, see, so I'm back in grid mode. Give me a second here. Let's go back to like a really. Okay, so when the gate is almost non-existent, we can't hear the sound. One is around 37. Okay. All right, but then the gate is definitely not long enough for me to do something about it, like do something with it. So let's go in the presets here and see how the see how the amp is set. So time-based attack, that's fine. Decay 0. So maybe it has something to do with the decay, right? So if I put this, no, maybe decay 1. It won't change anything. And that's something I don't understand as well with the envelopes here. The way it works. Like, where's the gate? Start, delay, non-transpose, solo mode, glide rate, filter, auxiliary envelope, I don't care about that. So maybe I should go in the chords and see what we have. Velocity to amp volume, there's nothing here. Initial controller, I don't care. Where am I? Chords. MIDI ARP gate, and then nothing. So I really don't, that's one thing I really don't understand here. How I can have the gates to work, you know? Gate 100% should be always open to my understanding. Like my understanding is that it should be always open when I do that, when I stay it on. Because otherwise it means I can't. So let me try something. So here I've got gate 100%. Okay. Let's go and do a chord with this. I'm gonna just put on some gate, like a shorter gate. And go to velocity and make sure it is full velocity. So yeah, this one is a bit longer, but barely. It's strange to me that I can't edit this at all properly. That's something like maybe it's something that doesn't work on my unit. So let's see. After that, double time. With the sequencer running, select one of the grid positions by pressing its button. With the sequencer running, so let's go back to track 16. One of the grid positions by pressing its button. Press the repeat button located below the control knobs. Here. Okay, so it means if I go hit repeat here. Okay, so I can repeat this a few times. Oh, that's wicked. And so if I go erase, press the repeat button located below the control knobs. And I can erase okay. So gate is 100%. I want the velocity here. Okay, and so I can repeat this 3 times. The grid button itself. Okay. Pressing the erase button while the cursor is on one of the grid location removes the node from that location. Yeah, that's what we saw. Step time recording. In this mode, you can insert events one at a time and place them exactly where you want. In step mode, key events, knobs, or external MIDI events are recorded into. So let's go in step mode, right? First of all, I'm gonna go back to real-time recording. Go to my track 1. I'm gonna erase track 1. Okay, so I can record something like that. First of all, I'm gonna go in save copy. I'm gonna go to it'll be, let me see, copy chords, copy bank, copy user, duplicate, randomize. That's not, no, what was that? Save pattern, copy pattern, randomize preset. I think it's in pattern. I'm gonna go in transpose, scale shift, extend sequence data to, I want 4 bars. I want 4 bars of 16. So let's see. I'm gonna go in bar bits. Yeah, now we've got four bars. So let's real-time record that. I'm gonna go back to pattern here, select metronome on. I'm sorry, I'm gonna hide this, yeah, like this. Metronome on and count in 1, and just let's record this so we're done with this. Oh, that's interesting. That's because, yeah, I had my, where was that, by the way? It was in pattern, and I had metronome or not. Yeah, this is the value I want, 1 out of 4. Right. Okay. Erase track 1. Hey, Jeremy Landry. My first day with this machine would be figuring out how to modulate loop points on the Rumpler sounds to make nasty smeared piano and stuff, yeah. I didn't even try to mess with that first. My main issue, and maybe you'll... Oh, you said will be. I'm sorry. Yeah, my main issue is the length, but maybe we'll be able to address that in step mode. But the length of notes when I'm sequencing melodic stuff, I can't edit it. And I don't understand why. There must be a way, because otherwise you have to play it perfectly whenever you play it live. So it's really annoying. So why not, you know? We've got something here. First of all, let me just go here and save this pattern to the empty sequence. That's plenty. Let's go. That's done. Now, still sounds cool. Keep going. Yeah, the worst part here is that I'm not trying to make a track, because that's what I'm addressing. I've tried to make a few tracks since I repaired it 3 days ago, and I hate it. I hate the tracks I made on it, but I know the possibilities. So right now I'm trying to learn how to use it so I can actually let the ideas flow and not being frustrated. But yeah, it's always when you do that it sounds better. Hey, The Undertaker, morning. Nice to have you here. I feel like it's fixed thanks to your tutorial. I think the machine is fixed now. It doesn't have any bugs, so this is the proper time to learn it. I'm so stoked. I hope it won't do it again right now in live, but I'm so happy it works. Thank you 1,000 times, Undertaker, for that. Never used one. I only know what I imagine I'd do with it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's so many possibilities that you know, you don't really know what to do with this. Anyway, so what I want to... Oh, I think I know why the kick sounds like this. Let's go back to track 16. Let's go to grid mode. And now let's see the gates for that. 33%. Let me see if I put this to 100. No, it doesn't change. But I wonder, because I used to have a good kick here. Now, let me see. If I go to preset and change it again. That's what I thought. I'd like to understand why. Why I... oh, I know why. I already want to change things for the sound for the sound, but yeah. Oh, nice clipping there. For the amp envelope, do you use time or tempo or factory in that voice? I guess it's a factory because this is the basic mofo. But let's see. Let's actually see. Chords. No, not chords. Sorry. Amp envelope. Layer all. Let me see. The envelope is time based. Yeah, it is the time. Tempo would be interesting, but let's not go into this right now. What I wanted to do is try step recording because, by the way, yeah, the Undertaker, you're here. That's great. I'd like to show you something because that is my main issue, my main gripe. Can I say that? With the machine is that I can't figure how to set the length of a note. I thought it would be in grid mode. Let me show you. So if I go back to track 1 here and go in grid mode, so you can see here oh, what is tie? So yeah, that's the thing. I have, if I mess with this, it'll be down, but here I've got gate tie. I can select the velocity and normally the gate like this, like from 0 to 100. If I go 100, it's just really short, you know. And I can't go back to tie here. It's from 0 to 100. There's no tying it. I have to play it manually. I think it's weird. I thought I'll be able to even tie. It seems like it's gonna be long, probably until the next note, but it's weird that when I'm at 100% gate, it just stops like this. It's like a stab. So maybe you've got a solution for that. That's what I'm trying to do with the step recording. Maybe I'll have more control on the length of the notes, but right now I don't understand. Let's go back to the saved pattern. Sorry, I'm spitting on my machine here. Revert to, where is it? Saved pattern. By the way, while maybe you're trying to explain me this, I hope. I'll just go and get the master FX settings. No, yeah, actually I want to go in track 16. No sound? Oh, my machine froze. Sorry about that. One of the first time it froze like on me like this, but that's fine. It's an old machine. So yeah, I don't know if you got any solution for that gate issue I have. That would mean the word to me if I found a way of actually doing it in a better way, because I can't find anything in the manual. So let's go back to 5. Okay. What did I want to do? Yeah, I wanted to go to 16 and then go in the outputs and send this to another. Okay, no, I'm just gonna go in global and make sure that the reverb decay is a bit less. Salut Alexis. Okay, that's fine like this for now. Okay, let's go back to track 1. Let's go back to track 1. Let's go back to step recording. And I want to make sure that this one here... Oh crap, did I record that? I did. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go back to what I had. So yeah, if I record in step, now I'm screwed because I can't edit individual steps. That's what I thought. So it means that if I go to, yeah, I've got auto, gates, bars. I'm trying to understand from what you've said, what is that you actually want to do? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's try and make a good usage of English language. Good use. When I play something live, like this, ignore the drums for now, just this part. The length of notes is long, right? I just go. What I like to be able to do on this machine is to edit the length of the notes I'm playing. And you would think that if I go in grid, go back to bar 1. So here I can pick the velocity and the gate, right? Because I've played it live, here it's written gate tie, which I assume means that I'm playing this until the next note, right? But first of all, when I'm trying to manually change the gate, like let's say I change the gate in the grid mode, I can only select between 100% gate, which will be like still really short. You can hear it's just a stab. It goes 10 instead of going. So this is the max gate I have, or a really tiny gate, even tinier. Right. So I'd assume it's more like for kit sounds, like for drums. But at first, I can't go back to tie here on this. And second, even if I was to go back to tie, this is not a precise way of saying I want it that long. You know, I want the note to start from the beginning and to go. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how am I supposed to adjust the length of notes on the melodic parts. Exactly how you in Ableton you would have this little where is my camera, by the way? Sorry, here. You would have the clip, you know, the length of the MIDI notes. You would adjust that, right? Didn't you use the digital encoder to switch to tie while selecting that parameter? I saw you use the digital encoder to untie. Yes, I can untie because let me show you. If I go back to pattern, I'm gonna revert it to the way it was saved. So with the longer notes in the beginning, you know. Let me mute that. Right? So that's good. If I go back to grid mode, here you can see the gate is tie. But if I change it like that, I can't go back to tie. And if I go manually to this, you can see like the cursor is right under the gate. I can select velocity or gate. And if I go to, but then I can't select the velocity here. I have to go here and just pick between 0 and 100. I can't go back to tie. That's my issue. But then you use another knob to do the length. Yeah, that's because this one and this one do the same thing if I'm on under this one. You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought you had unselected. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm really bothered by this because when you're trying to make a pattern or a song, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't work. You know? That's ridiculous. So it means I have to manually go back and record. By the way, I think I can go tap and record to replace. Right? Let me put the metronome and the count in. Oh, by the way. Okay, that's this one. So I have to be perfectly timed, you know? And still, it didn't work. Listen to that. And why did it repeat it twice? It is really weird. So maybe that's because I was in Rec Plus. Let's try again. It doesn't even replace it. It's like now that I entered it, like, why is it repeating it twice? That is really weird. Let me try again. Real time. Replace. What? There we go. But still, it doesn't help editing. Jeremy, I'm sorry I can't be actual help because I've never used this machine. It would definitely seem like this is a feature one can access easily. Yes, no worries, Jeremy. I really appreciate talking about this. It's hard to explain the issue, but yeah, I agree with you. It has to be possible because this machine is really known for its sequencing capabilities. I love the sounds, but right now I'm a bit frustrated with the sequencing. I know it's a machine you have to learn, but I'm eager to learn, but I have to know that the possibilities exist, you know? So let's see again if we can find something in the manual, but I doubt it because I searched again. I searched already. So, step time. Step time recording, yeah? We're gonna try this as well because we want to try everything. In this mode, you can insert events one at a time and place them oh, I'm sorry. I have to be right there. Actually, give me 1 second. I need to grab more coffee. I'll be back in 1 sec. Right. First, I'm pretty happy because already we found that the triplet stuff is really nice when sequencing rhythms. You can change note lengths via scaling, but this is all notes in a track, I think, via scaling. But this is all notes in a track. That will be in the events editor. Oh yeah, the events editor. I had totally forgotten about that. I actually don't really know how it works. So let's try. Maybe I guess it's in MIDI, right? So let's go back to track 1. That's fine. Maybe MIDI. You get bass tempo. Let me see if it's in there. MIDI mode. No, that's not this. In the events editor. Maybe in pattern. Oh, pattern edit. Yeah. Events. Yeah, it's probably there, by the way. Track 1 events. I saw. Right. So, how would it work? Let's get the manual, you know? So we're in step time recording. Page 69. Event timing, maybe. Each individual event is editable. Yeah, but I have to understand how to read that, you know what I mean? Songs and pattern both contain pre-sequence setup information that is loaded just before a song or sequence plays. This pre-sequence information is not reloaded when a pattern loops. Reloading this setup information each time in a pattern loop would cause data clogging. Okay. What is this? Track priority, I don't care. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Mute, I don't care. Mute hold, okay. Where will I find a controller menu? That's not this. Let me see. Global parameters, MIDI menu, base tempo, pattern chain. There must be a pattern thing, pattern mode, pattern edit mode. Try page 123. Cool. Thank God you're here, man. 123. Oh, there we go. Thank you. What is before? Note list editor. Song channel assist. Assign, I mean. Let's try from here. Individual MIDI notes in the song can be edited, inserted or deleted from the screen. Place the cursor underneath the even scroll field, which should be, yeah, here. Yep. Shown below, and turn the data entry control to navigate through events. Hold the enter button and turn the data entry control to scroll through events when the cursor is on any other field. Okay, so yeah, because when I'm on, let's say, event, I go home. Oh, I hold the enter button and turn. What? This is a nightmare for me. Very hard to visualize. Definitely. Man, this is already a nightmare. Is there not a step sequencer with a type function at all? I wish. This is confusing. It is definitely confusing. But I need to go through this if I want. Because you know why? Exactly why? Because there's a dude living in 1 hour and a half from me who's selling a brand new Yamaha RS7000. Brand new. Like never used before, with the sticker on the screen and everything, for 500 euros. And I'm resisting the urge to go buy one. I don't want to be like the gear acquisition guy, and I love this thing, but I need to be able to do stuff with it and to be in control. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to hard lift the manual just to make sure I don't buy this freaking RS7000. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it is. You're not helping me, Jeremy, right now, because I really could just go here and buy it. But I mean, the sounds on these are amazing. I love the pads as well. I love a lot of things, and it just bothers me that I can't do it. You also have an RS7000, also steep learning curve. I'm sure, but the screen makes a lot more sense to me. But I tried this morning to see if this issue was addressed in the RS7000. I'm not even sure. It's easier to tie things and stuff. So if it's not, I don't see the reason why I would buy one, you know? Also, it takes a lot of room. Hold the enter button and turn the data entry control to scroll through events when the cursor is on any other field. But I don't see any C01 channel press. Yeah, I don't understand. So I guess let's see. To edit a MIDI note, select the song you wish to edit. Press the song edit button. I don't want to edit a song. Scroll to the note list editor screen. Why? Yeah, for me that's a problem. Continuous controller, I don't care about that. I just want to understand what the events exactly are. Like, okay, MIDI channel 01. So this is this one. Yeah, Note CC extra. Yeah, that's what I felt. But then why can't I see the MIDI note, you know? Like, I already see a channel press. Oh, note. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So channel 1. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. That's perfect. Then you get duration. Awesome. We just found it. So to be clear, in MIDI events, like you've got note, event, channel assign. I can go in notes, and there here I can say, so this note, B1, let's say I just want it to go on for 1 second. Doesn't, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Really sorry. Let me see. Duration of the note. Doesn't work. Let me see why. Oh, my lamp is off. I think that's because okay, so now it's off because the duration is off. Let me go for 4 seconds. It works. 1 second. We got it. So let me be clear. Yeah. You've got. So when you're in pattern mode, you get all of this. So pattern name, meter, temporary, blah, 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 blah. If you go to. Oh man, that's a lot of scrolling, but T1 note, right? Let's go back to the beginning of this. I select the note I want. So what I don't understand is where I'm at. So let's see. I'm at the beginning, right? I can change the velocity really hard and say I want it to last 1 second. Some of the menus have quite a few sub options to scroll through, definitely. Let's go back to 4 seconds. Doesn't work. Why? Zero, do you think? No. Not even this works. I'm on track 1, right? First of all, I don't understand how I select events, you know? Like, if I go to... I should be able... They say press enter and turn. Okay, yeah, because I've got... So, this is the first event, right? Now I can change the duration. Okay, now let's go back to select home, turn to the next event. So this is the first event. Because I put 4 seconds, I think I erased the second note. Note length time thing might be easier to learn with a simple 1 note loop. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. So, Jeremy, is C0 on track 1 on the screen? Yeah, C0 is channel 1. On the MP7, you've got 16 or even more. You get 32 MIDI channels, and to each MIDI channel, you can assign a track. Track 1 is assigned to channel 1, so that's it. Yeah, I think I get it. The only thing is the way you navigate it is really weird. So first of all, let me erase all this, okay? What? And also, what I'm gonna do is go in pattern, and we're gonna go and see the length. I'm gonna go 1 bar, right? Let me check that we're in 1 bar, so you can see Here, the number of bars. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm gonna go back to track 1. I'm just gonna go in grid mode, by the way. Enter 1. Let me see the velocity. Full velocity. Right? Let's mute that. Can't hear anything. Why? Probably because in pattern, so I put a note, right? Now let's go in pattern. Let's go to the note events. Right? Let's go to home, enter, let's go back to 0, 1. And we can see it's really short, the duration here. That's why we can't hear it. Okay? So let's go back to duration and I'm gonna put 2 seconds. And it's not working. That's insane. Velocity 127. Oh yeah, but the note event is, I think it's not the right one. Let's go back to home, enter. B1. No, it should be fine. There's another reason I think we're not. That's because I muted it, right? Okay. Which is why I have to have very simple, because I can't understand when only one thing is being changed. You're right, actually. It's the right way of doing. By the way, thanks for sharing your frustration. This documentation will definitely help future me when I break down and buy one when I shouldn't. You should buy one. You should always buy something that inspires you if you get the money. Your brain gets distracted by the other sounds. Yeah, I understand. Hey, what's that minus thing? Yeah, it seems important. Is that a trigger? No, it's not a trigger. That's what selects the events. So when I do that, I go from the first event at 1, 1, 0 to, you can see there's the B1 played, and then there's the E1, which is this one, which I played, this one, which I, but actually there shouldn't be. Yeah, but that's because, I know why. That's because when I had 4 bars, I recorded the E1 on the 3rd bar. You can see it's on the 3rd bar. I'm spitting everywhere. But now that is one bar length, which is really weird as well, but that's fine. Let's go back to the first event. So just so you know, when I press enter and I keep pressing it and I change that, it does exactly the same as when I'm under the little minus sign here and turn the encoder. It's just that I can do it even if I'm not under the minus encoder. I just go home and I can select 3 events, right? Now we can hear, let's put it to 1 second, just 1 second, right? That I think it works. Now let's say I go back to grid mode, right? And I want to play this at the same time. So I'm going to input a note here, right? Go back to pattern. And then, yeah, so now I'm in E1 and I can make it maybe last 2 seconds. So we'll hear the first one playing and the second one at the same time, but for 1 second longer. It should work. It does work. 1 second or 1 measure. I think it's 1 second. Oh, actually, might be 1 measure. Let me see. Yeah, it is 1 measure. Good point, Jeremy. I think maybe your brain runs fast. I also have this, so my thoughts jump forward sometimes and miss the first things. But did you get that, AJ? The way it works here? It's like, let me go back. Like, I'm gonna erase this, so we get nothing. I'm gonna go in grid mode. Here. I want to play first, I want to play this note. Right? First of all, let me see if everything is empty. Otherwise, yeah, it is empty. Okay. So I want to play this. So I input a note here on the first step, right? We can't hear it because by default, for some reason, it is really short. But it's here. A super downer. Please let me know, yeah? What if grid mode is for one shot? It is definitely for one shot. It is for one shot, the grid mode. Usually this is meant to be played live. That's why I'm having issues, because I'm used to trackers and really complex sequences. I want to be able to have the length of notes, you know? So it's definitely for it's like, even in the manual they say let's select a kit for this. But yeah, renoise, awesome. I tried to learn it, but coming from the M8, it's hard for me to learn it. But I think trackers are insanely good. That's my main piece of equipment are two M8s. But yeah. So I want to be able to do so I input a note here. I go back to pattern, and I go enter and select the first event, which is this one. That's fine, and I can see its duration is one fraction of the measure. So let's say I want it to run for 2 beats, right? Oh, I muted the track. Sorry, it is on mute now. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sorry, it is for 2 bits. Let's go for 4. So it'll be the whole thing. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. That's plenty. So if I come back here and say I want to play this at the same time. So let's go to grid mode. I want to play this at the same time. I'm going to put one thing here, full velocity, right? Let me check, by the way, where we at regarding the gate, the default gate. It should be 100. That's fine. Now let's go back to the pattern. And so if I press the home enter and select the event, I can see that at the same beginning, we've got C1 and B1, sorry, we got E1 and B1. I know B1 is during 4 seconds. E1, I want it to be 4 seconds as well. So it will play at the same time, right? Cool. Now, if I want a third note to be playing at the same time, it's starting to make sense. I'm happy about this. So let's go back to grid mode. Let's play this song as well, this note as well, right? I want the velocity to be a bit higher, right? Yes, it is definitely. Let's go back to pattern. Now, enter. We got B5 here. And I'm gonna have it play for 2 beats. That's disgusting, but we understand how it works, right? I'm happy. I found thanks to AJ again here, but that's still bizarre how like playing live is Thai, but editing pattern is not Thai. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think maybe, well, actually, what I'm gonna do here is go back to grid mode. I want to get rid of this note. I also want to get rid of this note. No, which one was it I played? This one. Let's get rid of that. So we only have, right? And at the end, it's not tied. It's triggering again. So let's see how we can actually manage to tie it, if we can. So let's go back to pattern. Let's go to the first one, yeah? And let's see if I just put a little more than 4, will it work? No. No, and it won't trigger again. I guess what I could do is play with the release. Not really. So there must be a way to... Longer duration will maybe overwrite on the next loop. Yeah, I think that's the issue. It could just be a quick, but still strange how it would recognize in grid mode a tie, but not a pattern edit a tie. Yeah. Keep in mind, if you overlap, it takes 2 voices for the one voice now. That is true. That is absolutely true. So there must be a way to input tie. There must be a way. But I don't know it yet. Let's see what else we have in pattern edit. Maybe events, by the way, because so if I go to the first event, you get channel press 3 0360. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that. Channel assign, revert to saved pattern. Yeah, I think that's it. You could use mono mode for only triggering one note. Yeah, but if I'm triggering one note, my issue here is that it keeps retriggering instead of looping perfectly. What if tie is tied to mono mode? It can't be because... Well, let's try. Let's select another preset. Why is the volume so low? Whoops. Yes, I'm trying to do infinite note. It is possible because these are samples. So if you get the 0 crossing, you should be able to have, and that is, I think, how it was recorded in Rumplers with 0 crossing. So that's why the samples are really nice as well. Oh, MIDI infinite notes. Well, actually, you're right. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to do MIDI infinite notes, but maybe I can't. Try moving MIDI knob, MIDI I knob for volume. This for the volume to amplitude. Oh yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's what I do usually because I hate the fact that you have to bang on the pads to have sound. So usually I turn it off. Yeah, it doesn't work like a tracker. You're right. Maybe I'm actually trying a bit too much to find a nice thing. So let's go back to the nice. What was that, by the way? Actually, that's fine. We can't hear that much. If there's not off in events, you can delete it to get infinite notes. But most sequencers have lengths and not off events. Yeah, I guess. I'm sure I won't be able to find it anyway if I go to events, track 1 events. I don't see any I only have channel press, you know, so I don't understand what it means. And I'm not sure I want to go in there. Let's just have some fun, right? I think this will help you to get further toward your goal, because infinite MIDI not on is not a thing with all the sequences. You have to do weird hacks to fake them based on machine. Yeah. Get further toward your goal. Yeah, you mean what will help me try to delete the even to get infinite notes? Yeah. Well, that's a fake issue, I think, because if I'm trying to sequence a song or whatever, or do a song, I can just have a pattern, like a longer pattern length, and it'll be fine, you know. I don't need perfect loops because I don't really play live. I don't really like playing with loops, so why bother? Add a sustain pedal on event to your pattern so the note is held across the pattern loop. Man, do I want to do that. Sustain pedal on event CC64 of... Let's try that, but I don't know where to start. How would you add a sustain pedal on event to your pattern? I didn't think of that because I accidentally get notes stuck because of pedal. Sounds like fun. Oh, you could edit a chord to send a value. Well, let's try that, sure. Let's go in tap. Let's get rid of this. Let's go in presets, chords. I want chords for all the layers. And I'm gonna go in... Well, this one, let's say. So what do you mean? You want me to send... Might be workable. Add a sustain pedal on event. Let me see. You mean add sustain? Do I have a sustain pedal here? I should have sustain. Oh yeah, but it will be foot switch. Oh my god. Because how do I... Okay, so I can control CC64, I guess, from here. Do I have the CCs? Yeah, there we go. No, this is channel. Edit the control knob CC value. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Control knob CC value. Yeah, well, I know what CC is, but I don't know in which way you want me to do, like, how would it work? Let me see, by the way, what do we have here in patch chords? Okay, so I can modulate the chords amounts. Because even I never plugged the sustain pedal in this, so I never tried to actually... Page 141, here we go. Let's see. Page 141. Press the controllers button. Turn the data and try to control the select the programmable knobs screen. Okay. Right. Use the left right cursor to control select the field. Select the MIDI continuous control number. Okay, so we want 64, I guess. I didn't check the table, but I'll take your word for that. I guess 64 is sustain, is it? and internal, external both sequencer for each of 16. Right, channel will be 01A. Yes, it does. It does. I have to find it. Yeah, but what is K1? Like, what does this refer to? Knob number A, B, C, D, E, F, J, H, I, J, K. So this would be this one? How do you know that? Why K, by the way? K2? I think I don't understand what is a controller. Maybe move the menu a little lower. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't see the screen. Yes, I know, but that's the issue with the... Something like that, maybe? I don't understand what they mean as... If this parameter is set to external or both, the system sends MIDI control. I don't care. But yeah, this is supposed to be for controlling all the gear, right? Set to internal. Yeah, internal. Let me see. First of all, where are the MIDI? So we're at 140, yeah? MIDI information. We have a MIDI table somewhere. Control number. 64, sustain pedal. Right? So you want me to say, I have a controller that will control the sustain pedal. So I can turn it on and sequence the turning of this parameter during the... Oh, sorry, I shouldn't do that. You can also control the MP7 with them, of course, but... Remap knobs to internal features. Yes. Yeah, so you can control live, but what I don't understand is what knob am I programming right there? Is it K1? Which one is K1 and what do I have? K2, K3? So it means that now I can then assign K1 map knob to MIDI CC of a channel. Yeah. But which knob did I map? K1 is A, K2 is B. Nice. Okay. So now this doesn't control the filter cutoff anyway, anymore. Right? So what I'm gonna do is go back to here, go to basic, control 1, and I'm gonna go and go to 16 because I don't use it. So 16. This will be 64. Zero 01A internal. Okay. And now what you want me to do is turn, depends on what parameter is set for each layer for that knob. Yeah, but you want me to so if I understand correctly, this now should control the sustain. Yeah, it has 4 layers, man. Now we set a value in the patch code, okay? patch cord. So, but a value to what? I'm sorry, I'm pretty bad at with MIDI. Okay, so MIDI. So it would be MIDI A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, G, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. MIDI P. No, that is not what you mean. That is not what you mean. Come on. I'm not sure what you mean. Because we don't want... I don't get it, because if we now set that to be sustain pedal... Oh, okay, so it would be like here. Let me see. Oh, it'd be off here, but just here I select MIDI P. And just select a value? Ah. So we set say K16 MIDI P to CC64, then MIDI P to CC, but we can't assign that to CC. You can't assign things to CC, you know, in this menu. Oh, you're working this out live. Nice. But the thing is, for me, is it really a matter of sustain? Or is it a matter of MIDI information? Oh yeah, but you could have a really tiny note and sustain it with the pedal for as long as you want. Yeah, I see what you mean. But I don't think... I mean, what's the... No, it's not the same, yeah. So you have to think in MIDI, it's true. No, we did the MIDI control in the other menu first. Okay, so controllers... 64, yeah. But that's done. We did it. Read it. K16 to control 64. But when you say we edit the patch code, like in what way do you want to edit the patch code? That's what I'm trying to understand here. So just to, so you know, Jeremy, patch codes are actually routing matrix, you know? That is for K1, which is MIDI and A nub. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Did I mess it up? No, it's K16. K16, which is MIDI P. Yeah, it's a soft modulation matrix. Yeah, the chord section here, you have like a filter frequency, like envelope going to filter frequency, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what you want me to do in the patch course. I'm not sure I get what you mean. I don't even know if it's really possible to do that, like. Like normally now that my controller is set to, so this one controls sustain, right? Yeah, resampling would be the perfect thing. So we'll be editing the C01 amount, I think. C01, the channel 1 amount. What is flip-flop? So, MIDI P. I don't see the logic between that, but once again, I'm not... Doesn't work. That's fine. I think I'll try and do that another time, because for me, what I don't understand is MIDI P C01A plus 64. Yeah, but like normally for me, if I understand that correctly, because I programmed this knob to activate the sustain. Normally when I do this and turn that, the note should be sustained. So that's why I understand. Sure, yeah, thank you, AJ. Maybe it'll be easier to use two voices for each one voice you want to keep sustained and set attack and release identical to the volume maintenance. Yeah, that's how I would do it on the, especially on the sampler. Yeah. But you know what? Let's not do that now. I think a patch code to alter the length of the envelope. Well, first of all, let me check the envelope on that. I'm gonna go in amp, volume envelope, attack 1. So let's see. I think we're well, also there's something I don't understand. AJ. Why, like the envelopes? I'm not used to have 2 attacks, 2 decay, 2 releases. Where is the sustain in all that? Like, is the sustain DK1? Am I understanding it correctly? I'm having a really hard time to understand that. Why do I have 2 attacks? You know? Like right now, like let's say let's try this. Let's go to attack 1. Let's put, and also I don't understand the levels, you know? What I need to do is change the preset because this is a weird. Right, okay. Preset, amp. So, attack 1, 0. Let's get rid of attack. So, when I have only attack 1 to... Okay, so I need to have everything at 100% to get the attack. Let's go to decay. Let's put decay 2 to 100. I think we got no release at all. Yeah, we got a little bit of release. Okay. Isn't one of the ADSR of each a curve adjuster for the attack decay extra? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm not sure, but so like I understand theoretically how it works, but it's pretty weird. There's a complex interaction between envelope, sequencer timings, patch code settings. Yes, but like even the simple envelopes, I don't get it. So that's one of the things we're gonna try and understand. Volume envelope. So first of all, okay, so you can see attack 1, attack 2, decay 1, decay 2. Yeah. I'm really happy you're learning a lot, Jeremy, because I feel sometimes like I'm de-learning some stuff with the MP7, which is always a good thing. Like everything doesn't work as I thought it would be. I'd like to understand the level of envelopes, you know? So, go to the volume envelope. Now move to the... increase the attack time value and play note. The attack controls the time it takes for the sound to reach the attack level. Okay. Move the cursor to the first field in the bottom line and use the cursor button to advance to the release pages. Release 1 and 2 times, not the effect as you release the key and the... So, but first, without reading it, if I go back to this diagram here, I've got DK1, I've got release 1 and 2 to 0, right? So why do I have release? First, you know, I don't get it. So if I turn the level to 0, I don't have it release. Not as clean as you imagined it. A piano curve? What do you mean a piano curve? Oh, there. Not sure. These are examples of what you would reach for to get specific sounds. This you don't get automatically other things. You do have nice shortcuts. You have envelope modes, but in the editor, like Pro Datum, but not in this one. You have to set it by hand, you know? But first of all, yeah, why? So let me see. Let's get release to 0 as well. Release 1 and 2 are to 0, rate and level. Let's go decay 2 to 0 as well. Come on. Doesn't change anything. I use simple blank presets, only one layer with a sine, source, square wave, and then focus on each specific parameter. Yeah, that's what I do usually as well. But first of all, the volume envelope, I'd like to understand it, you know? Like attack 1. So attack 1, let's say attack 2 is at 0. I can't hear anything. So it needs to be at 100. Attack 1 to 0, still can hear something, so I don't get it first, you know? Yeah. To set up the volume envelope as an ADSR, that's what I want. Trick is to only use segments attack 1, decay 2, and release 1. Nice info. I didn't see that before. Only attack 1, decay 2, and release 1. But you know, how do you figure this? Because otherwise, what? Okay. So set attack 1 to 100%. Oh crap. I guess it means that. Okay, so attack 1, attack 2, 100%. And decay 1, 100%. Right? Set release 1 and release 2 levels to 0. That's fine. Program the attack 1, decay 2, and release 1 segment. So, but why? That's what I don't understand. And where is the sustain? They say they're talking about, oh, sustain level. Used attack 1, decay 2, release 1. So how do I set the sustain level? I don't understand. So let's go. Attack 1. Let's put some attack. Right? Now the decay 2. Why now they say set attack 1, attack 2, and decay 1 levels to 100. Set attack 2, decay 1, and release 2 rates to 0. Oh, the rates. The level is the volume. Yeah, I used to have the Blofeld that was so much better. But what I don't get is, now they say program the attack 1, decay 2, and release 1 segments. Why decay 2 here? Especially if it's at level 0. Okay, so now the rate is the sustain. So when I'm like that, the decay 2 is the sustain. But I'm having a hard time understanding why. Because in this mode, Attack 1, attack 2, and decay 1 levels 200. Is rate tied to tempo, like number of... it can be. It can be. I can set it to be linked to tempo. But attack 1, I understand. Okay, so... Then decay 2 is the time it goes back to 0, because decay 2 level is to 0. So we have... Okay, I'm starting to understand. So now it should go really slowly, but it should go to 0. There's no release at the moment. So it slowly goes down, right? Let's... No. What the hell? It sustains at 7. It sustains at 18. It sustains at 60. It sustains at 127. No, I doesn't make sense. Lol, what kind of jargon is this they use at E-MU? Yeah, man, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, where is the sustain? I don't understand. DK1 is at 100. Why? You know? They just say what you have to do, but they don't understand why. Like, they don't even talk about the levels on the envelope. Is that all there is on the envelope? No, there must be more. There must be more. Let me see. Arpeggiator, presets, modulation, envelope generators. That's where we are. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, let's go from the beginning. An envelope can be described as a contour, which is used to shape the sound over time in a reprogrammed manner. Yeah. There are 3 envelope generators per layer, and all of them are the rate level type. Yeah, I think it's specific to E-MU machines. This is how the rate level envelopes work. When a key is pressed, envelope starts from 0 and moves towards the attack 1 level at the attack 1 rate. That is useful. That is a nice way to put it. So, okay, so this means the sound here with attack 1 going with level 100% and the rate of 21, it will go up to 100% of the volume at a rate of 21. Right? It could go lower if I go to, let's say, 50. Oh, let me set attack 2 to 0. Interesting. I think attack 2 is a sustain. You know what I mean? Let's do it like this. When a key is pressed, envelope starts from 0 and moves toward the attack 1 level at the attack 1 rate. As soon as it reaches this first level, it immediately begins the next phase and moves toward the attack 2 level at the attack 2 rate. So this is our sustain, attack 2. Which means I can have it at, let's say, 50% of the volume at the rate of 0, which means it will go at the rate of 27 to volume of attack 1, and then it'll go immediately to 50%, right? Should be like this. But why is it rising again? let's have everything at 0 here. Maybe that's the decay. Crap. Okay, so why 60% of the level is why does it go back to 0? We don't know. Maybe because the decay is set to 0. Let's set back to 100. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Oh, you said something in the rate numbers that are also 1418 to add with timing. If envelope is set to tempo, yeah. Attack 2 is part of the envelope, so you can program up and down segments. Need to sleep? Yankee here. Sorry, man, but this is once in a lifetime opportunity to watch the only 2 people who can own this machine. Well, no, I just got it, so this AJ can, but I can't. Need to sleep. Have a nice sleep, man. It was nice to have you here. Step by whenever you want. It'll be a pleasure. Page 174. What do you mean? Wait, first I'd like to understand a few things here. Now attack 2. Level 100. You said 174. Yeah, this is tempo-based envelope. I'm first of all, I just want a time-based envelope to understand it. You know, so why attack 1? So at the rate of 21, it goes up to 100% the sound. But then why? I think it is not the level, it is how much of this stage is triggered. Right? Like how much of attack 2 do I want in the sound? I think that's something like that. Yeah, I think that's something like that, right? So now we go into the decay stage. Let's make it shorter. So decay, referring to the envelope going up and down, the set rates and level flows with the change in values. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, so this is page 174, maybe? Attack 1, attack 2. Yeah, but they don't say which percentage of the level you need to have to go there, to go that way. You know what I mean? So let me see. Decay. Thanks, man. Yeah, it is a deep box. Yeah, have a good night. So no, the level doesn't work as how much I want this to apply, because here I've got 0%, but I can still have a really long rate of decay. Yeah, I know in the Prodatum software I can visualize it, but then it doesn't help me to use the machine, and I want to be able to use just the machine. Yeah, no, I don't get it. Fuck. Yeah, I hope I will. So, but I'm gonna do it right now. Like, Attack 1, 0. So it means if I have attack 2, nah, man. Oh, I think I understand. Level. Oh yeah, no, actually I didn't see it on the... Okay, so level is the where you actually set... Okay, I think I get it. I think I got it. So let me try that again. Attack 1, it means the level is really high right now. Let's say I want this. Now attack 2, the level will be higher. So I could have actually... Yeah, okay. So attack 2 could be a decay. And then decay 1. Oh yeah, but no. Okay. And now it could go back to here. Oh yeah, that's it. Really weird. I thought I had it. What I need to do now is, let me see what you say. Trying a minimum rate value of 1 for all the segments, then only change the level. I have to go to take dots to college. Have fun, man. Thanks for being here. Sorry. Have a good day. So, attack 1, a bit of attack. 2, it goes to 100. Then I want this to go at the same rate to 50%. Let's go to... So decay would be 100. No, I want 0. Everything else is at 0. So if I increase the rate, There we go. Okay. So this could be my first decay. Then you get decay 1, which would be at 50%, or yeah, 50%. Yeah, not sure I understand that. Shouldn't be that complicated, you know? Should be able to do how the looping envelopes work. Yeah, I don't care about the looping envelopes. I want to understand this. Okay. As soon as it reaches this first level, it immediately begins the next phase and moves toward the attack 2 level at the attack 2 rate. As long as the key is held down, the envelope continues on through the decay 1 and 2 decay stages. I'm totally being enveloped by the envelope, Jeremy. But I want to, you know. The envelope continues on through the decay 1 and 2 decay 2 stages as long as it is pressed. It goes to 0 because this is at 0. So if I wanted to stay at 100, why does it go back slowly? Oh, it goes back at attack 2's rate, I guess. And then disappears again to 0. By the way, yeah, it is time-based. So if I wanted to have a really simple pad-like sound, I would go attack 132, attack 2 0 with 100%, and then a decay. And then I can just go release 2. I mean, release 1 maybe. Is level the end peak of each point and rates how long to get here. Supposedly, yeah. As this graph shows it, level is there, but there are a few things I don't understand. Let me go back to presets, and I'm gonna go to an empty preset and select a really simple saw wave, you know. Oh, my encoder is totally toast. There we go. Now I'm gonna go to presets. I'm gonna go to the E-MU thing, the X-lead thing. I'm gonna get a saw. Only on layer 1, sorry, I'm gonna go to 0. I'm gonna go on layer 1, get a saw. Layer 2, I'm gonna get a square. Just for the fun of it. Right? Now I'm gonna transpose layer 2 like this. Right, okay, that's perfect. Now let's go to the M page for all of the layers. Time based, that's perfect. Now, release to 0, decay 2, attack 1, attack 2. So, get some attack. Okay, let's get some release. So release 1 should be so level is when it goes back to 0 is level percentage and not absolute. Well, it's written percent on that, but I'm not sure. I guess release 1 and 2 have to be at 0, right? Is that what they say in the manual? It should be. When they say blah, 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 blah. Where was that? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because I can have release 1 go at 50% or 60% and release 2 go pretty quickly at 0. Actually, could go pretty quickly at 26% and pretty quickly, with a pretty long. Yeah, that's it. So I can go. Oh my god, he's doing that again. No, this is the bug I thought I had. I think I thought I had tackled it. Listen to that. I think it's when I have too long envelopes. Listen to that. Oh man. Yeah, that's the bug I have. I don't know why it does that. It didn't do it anymore, and it's starting doing it again. I feel like it's sometimes just. No, I thought I had fixed it. Look at that. The MIDI is sending. I can show you right now. Let me show you. No. Sending MIDI. Let me see if I change the preset. Listen to that. It is not feedback. It's a MIDI issue, and I thought I had tackled it because it didn't happen anymore, and it's doing it again now. You can see it's sending. I think it's. I think it's something stuck in the keyboard, you know. Really weird. It is haunted. But I'm so sad. It didn't do that anymore, and it's doing it again now. I thought I had fixed it, man. See, you can hear the MIDI going. It's gonna start and do it again right as it starts. Man, I'm so sad. I thought it was good. Look at that. It's sending MIDI. Look at that. Is that the keyboard? I took it apart and cleaned it. I'm sure it's not the keyboard. It didn't do it anymore. I'm sorry, I'm really pissed because I thought I had fixed it, and I had a friend who was supposed to go and take it, and I said no, it's fine, it's fixed, and now it's not fixed anymore. It's definitely a keyboard issue. Well, I mean, it's not. Bad solder joint somewhere? Maybe. Maybe a velocity issue. Now it's done. It doesn't do it anymore. See, I think it's something that goes in the keyboard maybe and gets stuck. Because now it seems okay, I hope. If that's it, I think I can live with it, you know, but if that's not, I don't know. I want the note. So this one, I want the velocity to be a bit higher. So let me see, if I go in track 1, go to presets, I want to have a bit more volume to that. Western Civilization, hey. Amplifier. I don't want this on the layer 1, I want all layers. That's sad, man. Hope you sort that out. I thought I had it sorted out, but I mean, right now it's okay. If I can just unstuck it when it does, like, that's fine. How would I go and get more? Oh, I think I can go in volume here. There we go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is go to preset again. I go to the outputs and get some reverb. Let me make sure that the global is FX mode, use master settings, room, decay is alright, and it sends. Let's go to now. Make sure that this is sent to 2, actually 3. Can't hear it. I can't hear the. Let me see. Preset FX. Yeah, master effects in use. and this is send 2, send 3. There's a lot of reverb in send 3. Let me see. Can't hear it. Let me see why it's like this. Send 3 main. Let's see the other effects on the main. It's ensemble. Let me see with the delay. Oh, that's nice. Why? Oh, so it means that the preset is listening to 2. Why is that? Oh, I think I'm sending yeah, FXB to FXA, that's why. No, I'm not. Okay. Okay. Flange 7. Flange 6 actually. Feedback 0. Delay known. Why can't I hear anything anymore? Oh, I think I know why. No, I don't. Why doesn't work anymore? Preset. Output. Send 1. Global. That is really weird. Gonna go back to global. Restart the setup. Nah, pattern. Revert to saved pattern. Right, now global. I mean preset. Global. FX. Warm room is fine, and I want this to be a the flanger. Right, and FXA. Why can't I hear this room? So we're sending FXB to output 2. I think I know why. That's because I have some stuff that is hooked to this, which means if I get the outputs There we go. Oh. Nice plate. Let's say something like that. Let's go here. Let's see the doing it again. Okay, so what I could do here, so I could go in grid. What I could do here is, let me see if I can get, so this is only for the pattern, right? If I go to the meter, Because if I'm not mistaken, when I was in track 16, some of the sounds. Where is my... Come on. Why are you doing that to me? Really? Nah, I can't work like that, man. It is haunted. It's like something is happening with the keys, but I don't know why. Look at that. Maybe that's something to do with the controllers. Yeah. I don't know what that means though, but... Maybe the foot switch jack, because I messed with this and it stopped suddenly. Maybe it's the foot switch that was messing with things, you know? I don't know. I'm too optimistic, maybe. I don't know. I don't want anything here. I don't know. Kind of threw me off there. Okay. Oh, that's what I did here. Okay. So let's go back to track 15. That's insane. I had a nice... Something like that, yeah. Let's go for... Crap! Yeah, we need a bit more punch on that, right? So let's go to presets. Let's see the different things we have on, let's say, layer 1. We got one bass. That's it. Only one bass on layer 1. Let's maybe get another bass on layer 2. Nice. I think I like this. Let me see layer 2. Layer 2. I want to pan it probably. Where do I pan layer 2, by the way? Can I pan different layers on the same track? I actually doubt it. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can. Oh, nice. Nice. Now let me see. In presets, output. I'm gonna go to send for, right? And in global, I'm gonna make sure that B is set to 0 and A is set to a less drastic thing. Otherwise, okay, so first of all, let me go to global again. Let me set this to TB1, let's say. TB1. TB1. Save setup 2. There we go. TB1. Now I need to go to presets. I need to go to name. Base. Oh yeah, but I need to do that in cap because it's mine. And that's how I set my presets. I want to make sure I know what I did and what I didn't design. So this is mine, kind of. Like I just moved the preset around, but it's way different now. So let's go with base. And I'm gonna call it double base. Even though it's nothing like a double base. Double. This encoder is killing me slowly, but surely. Double base. And see, now it's not doing it anymore, so I don't understand why it's bugging like this sometimes. Double B, let's call it, because of laziness. Right? Save it. Save it to here. There we go. Let me see presets. It was in amp, right? Yeah. Panning. Okay. Let's make a new thingy. Gonna go in presets. What do I want? I want some kind of lead. You can use the pad to enter letters for naming you if you wish. Yes, I know, but sometimes I forget to press record, like to unpress record, and I mess everything up. So now I'm trying to avoid this, but you know. So takes a while to get used to, yeah. We have some. Okay, so why do I have no sound? That's because, let me see. Oh, this is layer 2. Layer 2, I want nothing. Let me go to synth. So why do I have no volume at all? That's because I'm on track 3, should have volume. But the thing is that these are set differently, so did I mute it? Interesting. That's because I come from a weird setup where my chords are a bit different. Let me see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in presets, and instead of going to user, I'm gonna go to MP7, to the default one, go back to presets, go back to this, layer 1, X lead. I want the synths. Yeah, I want MP7. I want the X lead ones. There we go. That's all I have, a synth. Okay, I'm gonna go to WAV. Let's go with this for layer 1. A bell. Let's transpose some of this. Okay. Let me try and get a... Let me see. For layer 1, let me go to a chord and get an empty one. And I want an LFO. To get the pitch, just to see. Come on, this encoder. Or oh, the loop of the sample. Now let me go to the LFOs, get the LFO1 shape to a sine, why not? Free run. Now I want the rate to be slower. I think in the chords as well, I can get another chord to modulate LFO1. Let me see if I can do that. LFO1 rate, LFO1 trig. Let me see. I got gate, release velocity, pitch wheel pressure, mod wheel pedal. Oh, come on. I think I had some kind of slew on that. No, I don't think I can do that. That's fine. Because I liked this one. The filter of all the layers and get some crazy filter. see that filter envelope. Filter envelope. Right? Let me see the chords again. I just want to make sure, yeah. This. What's with the... Where's my... Let me see. There's a nasty wobble there. Filter and aux envelope are great, being able to go above and below 0. Yeah, that's free. I need to loop them. Some great sounds there, yeah. Let me see again the chords for this one. Oh yeah, that's the reason. Some kind of accordion, right? Let me get rid of some of the chorus here. Right, let me go back to the filter section and change the filter again. Listen to this, man. This synth is insanely good. You know what I'm gonna do? I just want to have fun right now, which is alright, you know. I want to go to layer 3. Get another thing. Maybe some kind of percussion. Going to have to delay chorus and get my MP7. Love exploring the sounds. Same for me. I'm gonna go to a clave, but for that I want to go to the auxiliary envelope. No, the amp envelope. And for this volume envelope, I want to make sure the attack. Oh yeah, but no, as the attack is for everything, a bit delay. I can go like this. Oh, oh, there we go. The Undertaker is starting again. I'm so confused. I don't understand why it does that. Man. I don't know why it does that. It didn't do it, and look at that. I feel like it's something stuck, but I'm not sure. Sorry about the noise. Look at this MIDI stuff going on. I feel like something is stuck somewhere, but I don't know what and why it's doing this. I don't understand. It drives me crazy, man. Really. I thought it was fixed. Listen to this. Jesus Christ. And I didn't even save it, so now I'm fucked. And now it stopped. Turn on off local control. Yes, of course it stops, but you can see the MIDI is still sent. So it's not fixed, man. I don't understand why it does that. It stopped doing it when I cleaned the pads, but now it's doing it again. I feel like it's some kind of velocity. No, but I mean, look, the LED is still flashing, so even if I add external keyboard, it will mess the MIDI up, so it's fucked. And it's doing the sound again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so can't do anything, man. I'm really, really annoyed with this. First, let me try and save the pattern. Yeah, but I can't check it. I was supposed to have a friend check it, and I saved as and finally didn't come by because he couldn't. And I said it's fine. The issue is solved, but it's absolutely not. So yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to be really upset about this. I got no way of dealing with this. It seems to be all right again, but I don't understand why. Very, very frustrating. I mean, you can't learn something when you don't know if it's gonna work, you know? I think I'll call it a day for this live. And now the quick edit is not working anymore. What is this? Oh yeah, no, that's because I'm on the wrong. My bad. But still. Look at that, look at that. Right. Let me check. I think I might have a spare pad circuit board I could send to you to try and check if that is the problem. You know, I really doubt it because the machine is in absolutely great condition. I cleaned everything starting in this this week, and then I think it's more something with the PSU. Definitely, something is messing with the MIDI signal. I don't feel like it's this. It seems weird to me. Also, when it does that, there's a weird sound coming from the machine, and I don't know what it is. But I appreciate, you know, I just don't know what to do right now. Probably I have to go to Grenoble and see my friend and send it to him. Frustrating because we just understood a few things going here. It was really nice. Anyway, we'll be in touch if you got some spare time on Discord. I'd really appreciate it. Until then, I'll just have to try and make it work when it wants to work. I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks a lot for being here, and I'll see you around next time. I hope I don't buy the Yamaha RS 7000 out of frustration. I'll try not to do that. See you around. Bye bye.